Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
The Gathering Banquet Center, an event center located at 2552 Ben Franklin Highway, is the right place for your event. Many buffet dinner packages to choose from, and it makes any event special and elegant. Call 724-652-1149 and let Gatherings serve you.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-65.
Seasons change. And when that summer wind blows in, Seasons Change is ready for you. Seasons change. And when the fall brings that autumn rain and down come the leaves, Seasons Change is ready for you. In the winter, when the wind blows and the snow, Seasons Change is ready for you. And then it's spring, and things will bloom, and Seasons Change is ready for you. It's Seasons Change, beautiful shop, right in the Majestic. 134 North Street and 139 Fall Street. Seasons change.
Get to Dad's Bar before the rooster crows. Yes, it's Tony's Lounge. Complete with a great bar, pool, yes, jukebox, and a great seating area that is unbelievable. It'll make you hungry, and a wide selection to choose from, including wings. Yes, specials too. Don't monkey around. Get to Tony's Lounge.
Hello there, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Nctv45. Just absolutely gorgeous outside. 71 gorgeous degrees. And even the picture doesn't do that justice, as the sun just beaming, sky a beautiful Columbia blue, and we're going to get to what's going on today here in Newcastle, Lawrence County, PA. And more important, we've been uncovering. Now, just ahead of us in about 14 minutes is the governor, who increasingly is going to have a lot to answer to. He's several times vetoed a bill to curb his
I will call it negligence in keeping Pennsylvania on the correct path. He just doesn't seem to want to, the word I'm looking for is recover in any type of way. And we have proof backing that up. Of course, we've reached out to the state senator's office, and we've uncovered the votes by Chris Sonata, who keeps voting to shut things down. I hope you remember that when it's time to vote this fall. Chris Sonata does not have your best interest at heart, in my humble opinion, and somebody might not like me saying that, but when you vote to keep things shut down, and then you hide it by not putting out a press release, and you say, well, we don't do that. Well, go sing Happy Birthday twice with the State Department of Health, because you know what? It's taxpayers that pay your salary. And it's being found out now, as we go on, what your votes are like, Chris. Absolutely disgusting. I believe it was House Bill 836, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that passed the State House of Representatives. Chris Sonata voted to not change anything with respect to the governor's actions. Chris Sonata doesn't respond to any requests that we give him. Or if he responds, it's very, very late. We reached out to Elder Vogel's office, who said that wasn't the first bill. There's been several bills that have been passed. They just do not have enough for an override of the veto, thus causing a problem and a stir. Erie says they're going green. They told the governor, shove it up your boom boom. I wholeheartedly agree that it's time for this governor to meet his Waterloo. It is no longer about the best interest. Sing Happy Birthday twice took her mother right out of the nursing home, while they put everybody that had COVID in the nursing home amongst the most vulnerable. They keep redoing the numbers, but zero is zero. They're redoing it to make it sound worse. They're giving you all-time totals like that means something. It means nothing. And this is exactly where Governor Wolf stands. So, when you ask these questions, this is what you get. Chris Sonata voted against limiting the governor's powers. Wearing a mask is not required by law. Wearing a mask is only a suggestion by the CDC and is not required of any business. So Governor Wolf is going behind the backs and threatening insurance companies, in our humble opinion. And the state Senate, gun shy, because they can't override a veto. There you go, 7 minutes away from finding out what's going to go on next. Best news of 2020. America's bounce back is happening fast. America got some good news Friday, surprising unprecedented job growth along with clearing signs that the national pandemic has embedded far from its peak. It's ebbed far from its peak. So in other words, what we have is a pandemic that now is on the run because of great Americans and great Pennsylvanians like you, and not our governor, and not our Secretary of Health, and definitely not Chris Sonata. Department of Health provides update on COVID-19. 351 positives statewide, which means the number is going down, folks. That's why they keep changing the numbers. They were hoping against hope that they could make this last all the way until the election. Burn. Wrong answer. And as we continued to give information, okay, that tells you why Chris Sonata chose to be the paper boy. He wanted to spread the bad news. Home rule study. Last November, our 7-member Home Rule Study Commission studied the possibility of becoming a home rule city. Even though the corona pandemic temporarily closed government commission, it is still working on line meetings. There are posted and will be linked to the city's webpage. Before we decide whether to draft a home rule, we want to hear and to have a say. Please take the survey with options, okay, and it's due by the 15th. It's SurveyMonkey/R58P2CSY. We'll take a look at that, let you know where it's going. State Representative Aaron Bernstein, and we're within 4 minutes of the governor. Keep in mind, excuse me, as when you're doing this each and every day, it's challenging. After one of the most usual election cycles in history, Emma Dirks and I want to express the deepest gratitude to every voter that cast a ballot for me last Tuesday in both the Republican and Democratic tickets, especially during the challenging times. And your continued support means the world to me. Okay? Together we have accomplished a lot over the last 3.5 years, but our work in Harrisburg is not done. While many are unsure of the road ahead, my focus remains the same. I will continue to fight to preserve freedom, opportunity for all people across our state. Even in the face of this awful virus, I believe we can recover. Congratulations, Aaron Bernstein. And we wish you all the best. And I wish a drink. There, that'll take care of that. Oh, here you go. The Wolf administration. Those sweethearted guys issue universal testing ordered for nursing homes, updated testing guidance for long-term care facilities. Did anybody ask them about their rights? Come on, comrade Wolf. You can do better than that. Today, when they aired Mass, they had issues. Nctv45 took and resolved the problems, and right now it is on our station. So let's go to Governor Wolf. Governor, 28 seconds away, and let's go to this. 71 degrees in Newcastle, and hey, we'll take that under great skies, and I mean, it's just picture perfect out there. Let's take a look at radar. Nothing new in Pittsburgh radar, and we'll give you the current stats. Here you are. It is gorgeous. 71 degrees and 49% humidity. Winds are variable. 30.13 is the barometric pressure. Dew point 51. Visibility 10 miles, and that's the furthest I've ever seen it. Holy cats and jammer snappers. You're supposed to get up to 84 today, and I do believe it. It looks absolutely excellent. So, without further ado, let's take a look and check on Governor Wolf. Governor Wolf now changing it to 26 minutes away. And so with that, we're going to go to weather.
Make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bob's will be your favorite place. Just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, we're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Hello and welcome to Nctv45 weather. Last night's clear low of 49. And, well, how is your start of the week looking? And just ground clutter, this is going to be one of those warm weeks, as you'll soon see. Here we take a look at the national map and take a look at this. Clearing from top to bottom, all the way from Texas, all the way up through. You've got nothing but clear skies, a little tropical depression in the Gulf right there. But all the way up clear. So here you go with the weather chart. Last night's clear low 49. Monday, sunshine 81. Monday night clear low 58. Tuesday, turn on the heat. Mostly sunny and hot 91. Keep a watch out for those elderlies and pets and young kids. Keep them hydrated. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday, because of the heat, mostly cloudy, 87. Chance of thunderstorms, and that's 70%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 60. Your Thursday, mostly sunny and 81. Thursday night, partly cloudy, a low of 61. Now take a look at Saturday, Friday and Saturday. Friday, partly sunny, 78. Just absolutely gorgeous. Friday night, partly cloudy and 55. Saturday, partly sunny and 70. Absolute gorgeous week ahead of you. One rain day, but what are you going to say? It just looks fantastic. Now, that was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break, hear from these great people, and we'll be right back.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Hear ye, this is your old buddy Ben, speaking for Ben Franklin's Tap Room, Grill, and Bottle Shop for the best ribs and sandwiches and dinners and much, much more. It's Ben Franklin's Tap Room, Grill, and Bottle Shop. Food, beverages, this is a place you want to try, and it's right close by. Hope to see Welcome back, and the governor has moved his press conference, and with that, I find it amazing because the press conference was scheduled for 1 o'clock. Okay, it has been moved since to 1:30, I believe, as we continue to monitor, and I'll take a look and show you. He's 19 minutes away from his press conference, and we will be bringing that to you momentarily. Let's take a gander at sports. And you know, I'm never a real big NBA fan. I like it. Reintroducing the 22 teams that could still win the NBA championship. Okay, and they're getting ready to start in Orlando in July. Hats off to the NBA for what they're doing. They're making the best out of a bad situation, and I really believe that they deserve a lot of credit. Are already having 25% of their paychecks for the season withheld to account for the loss in revenue. So they've reached agreements up and down the board, and it's amazing that they took a look and could see the issues that are out there. So I will be watching the NBA and their playoffs. Hats off. Way to go. The NHL, they're returning to play. And they will have a playoff format. We have players, coaches saying about returning to play format. This is going to be interesting as they play for their Stanley Cup, and maybe it's a fair way, but they go on to say, but it's an integral way that the Stanley Cup playoffs is still being intact. He said, let's say a team like Montreal beats Pittsburgh and goes on to win the Stanley Cup. I think they're deserving team if they're going to win 5 rounds. Never going to be perfect format, but this checks off multiple boxes. So Pittsburgh Penguins, they're happy, and the series in a round of 16. So the NHL and the NBA both set playoff formats. Well, now you go to baseball. Well, I don't know if I can take it. MLB has a proposal on a 76-game season. They made the proposal to the players. The union started to start the season includes a 76-game season. Now, why have I gone through, before Governor Wolf's address, and said all that? This is very important, and the governor may not understand this. In a county, in a city where we're in Act 47, we need all the tax revenue we can get. If people enjoy having a cheeseburger and a glass of whatever, may it be a liquor beverage or just a soft drink, and watching the games and enjoying it with their friends and company, that's what's important. Not you pandering to the party line to tell people to stay at home. That makes no sense. Let's hear from some sponsors that agree that this is important. Please support these people. It's very, very important.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner.
Call 724, program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's.
And Sons Sales and Service, 347 East Washington Street, Newcastle, has lawnmowers of every type. Zero turn country clippers, made in the USA, 42 inch to 54 inch cut. Batteries by Oregon. They'll service at your home or their shop. Service specials start as low as $69. Call Jim Micko and Sons, 724-652-6911.
We're back, and thanks for keeping that in mind. Let's check out Governor Wolf. Nine minutes away from his talk. Let's cover Holy Spirit Parish. And they will be having a Mass at St. Vitus and 9 o'clock Mass both on Wednesday. Keep that in mind. And also understand that you can watch Mass daily here on Nctv45. Holy Spirit Parish 2020 Grand Raffle Drawing, Saturday, August 8th. First prize $10,000, second prize $5,000, third prize $1,000. The tickets are $10 tickets, and it's a way to chance to turn $10 into $10,000. Ticket sales will continue until August 8th, but don't wait. Call Sharon Marshall today, 724-654-0871. I missed, my fault, I missed the pierogi sale. Jalapeno pierogies down at Mary Mother of Hope the last Saturday in June. Don't miss this Thursday, June 11th, but you have to call ahead. Stuffed shells takeout dinner, hot and ready to eat. Stuffed shells, sauce, 2 meatballs, rolled dessert, all for $8. Call by Wednesday, June 10th, 724-654-7076. 724-654-7076. And now you got to do that on Wednesday, June 10th from 3 to 6 to place your order. June 11th, pick up 4 to 6. Pick up from your car at the Mary Mother of Hope Parish site. At the Mary Mother of Hope site, Parish Center. Pay when you pick up. And just enjoy. And that's Thursday, their pickup. Order by Wednesday. So just a great number of things taking place. We also have for you First Presbyterian Church doing their service on Sunday, and a whole bunch of good things happening. Now, as we get these flashing updates, and sometimes it's a little distracting, but we made it through those. Let's check on the governor. Governor 5 minutes away. As we continue to wait on him, let's give you another look at sports, another look at weather, I'm sorry, and we'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place. Just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Hello and welcome to Nctv45 weather. Last night's clear low of 49, and well, how is your start of the week looking? And just ground clutter, this is going to be one of those warm weeks, as you'll soon see. Here we take a look at the national map and take a look at this. Clearing from top to bottom, all the way from Texas, all the way up through. You've got nothing but clear skies, a little tropical depression in the Gulf right there, but all the way up clear. So here you go with the weather chart. Last night's clear low of 49. Monday, sunshine 81. Monday night clear, low 58. Tuesday, turn on the heat. Mostly sunny and hot, 91. Keep a watch out for those elderlies and pets and young kids. Keep them hydrated. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, 72. Wednesday, because of the heat, mostly cloudy, 87. Chance of thunderstorms, and that's 70%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 60. Your Thursday, mostly sunny and 81. Thursday night, partly cloudy, a low of 61. Now take a look at Saturday, Friday and Saturday. Friday, partly sunny, 78. Just absolutely gorgeous. Friday night, partly cloudy and 55. Saturday, partly sunny and 70. Absolute gorgeous. week ahead of you. One rain day, but what are you going to say? It just looks fantastic. Now, that was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break, hear from these great people, and we'll be right back.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Hear ye, this is your old buddy Ben, speaking for Ben Franklin's Tap Room, Grill, and Bottle Shop. For the best ribs and sandwiches and dinners and much, much more, it's Ben Franklin's Tap Room, Grill, and Bottle Shop. Food, beverages, this is a place you want to try, and it's right close by. Hope to see
and to help them in their transition to reopening. The grants will also cover technical assistance, including training and guidance for business owners as they stabilize and relaunch their businesses. And the grants will provide debt payment relief for qualified borrowers while helping institutions shore up their lending portfolios. We're going to break down the funding in three ways. First, a Main Street business revitalization program that will receive $100 million of this $225 million. This will help businesses that experienced losses and had their operations directly affected by the COVID-19 shutdown. Second, a historically disadvantaged business revitalization program will also receive $100 million. This program will focus on businesses that are too often left behind. And we'll focus this program on businesses owned and operated by socially and economic disadvantaged owners. When the economic downturns strike, these businesses are often hit the hardest. And we need to make sure people who have struggled due to structural inequality are helped during this especially painful and difficult time. Last, there will be $25 million for loan deferrals and losses for those who have been lending. I want to thank the legislature for working with the administration to develop these programs and allocate the funding under the CARES Act. This has been a bipartisan effort. I specifically want to thank Senators John Blake and Vince Hughes, along with Representatives Jared Solomon and Representative Jake Wheatley. I also want to thank Senators Jay Costa, Jim Brewster, Pam Iovino, Tom Killian, and Representatives Frank Dermody, Morgan Cephas, Christina Sappi, and Melissa Schusterman. These public servants, focused on helping our communities get back on their feet, and this program is an important step in that direction. We're going to keep looking for ways to help so that all Pennsylvanians can get back on track and stay healthy. After months of coming together as a Commonwealth to protect ourselves from this virus, light is finally at the end of the tunnel. However, as we begin to emerge from our homes and walk down the streets of our towns again, we must do more. If we fail to assist small businesses we rely on, the landmarks of our main streets, we're going to walk toward empty windows, leaving the fabric of our communities behind. So we have to make certain that our florists and our barbers and our coffee shops and other small businesses emerge from this pandemic with a viable path forward. Thank you. Now I'll be happy to take questions. Yeah?
Governor, do you have a sense of how many businesses in the state and the Commonwealth have shut down because of the pandemic?
I can get that I don't have it off the top of my head.
I spoke to a few agencies today, and they didn't seem to have updated numbers.
Yeah, I don't have an updated number. We looked at those kinds of things when we came up with 225 million. Again, this is a work in progress. We're trying to move as quickly and as comprehensively as possible to address the many businesses that have been affected by this pandemic. Yeah.
The funding on this, is this using CARES Act funds?
Yeah, yes, it's CARES Act funding. Jan?
How is the money going to be distributed? If I'm a small business owner and I see this opportunity now, how do I take advantage of it?
Yeah, we're working through up at least through October 15th. These are going to go to for-profit companies, and they'll be distributed through local community organizations. And we're doing that rather than through the Department of Community and Economic Development will have oversight of the program, but we're distributing the money through these organizations because the money can get out faster. I mean, we're hoping to have it out by the end of this week. That's how fast we want to move. So this is not something we want to sort of take a lot of time. We're still working with the legislature to make sure we have the guidelines as they would like to see them. But the goal is to get this out to businesses that need it, that are the most vulnerable, and that have suffered the most during this pandemic.
Chambers of Commerce, or like in York County, would it be the group that Kevin Shiver leads?
It could be. I'll get you more information on that, but we also want to make sure that in addition to that, we actually also look at organizations that may have a stronger minority focused. So both, yes.
For businesses that might have already taken advantage of the PPP, you mentioned the Paycheck Protection Program, can they double dip per se in this and take advantage of this as well?
The idea, we'll see if that actually happens. The idea here is that doesn't happen, that we're actually addressing the needs of companies that have not been helped by the PPP. Yes?
These are grants, not loans, just loans, so
these are grants, yes. Actually, it's CARES Act money, so these are grants that come from the federal government.
And then the process would be to go through the local foundation or whatever the distributing body would be to make the application and then have the distribution?
Yes. I mean, they will be the ones, the oversight after the fact will be from DCD to make sure that there's an integrity to the process.
Do you see multiple rounds of this type of funding going forward? You mentioned October 15th, or is this a first round and then that's it?
I didn't know. I'm not seeing another round. I just don't know how fast it'll go out. We've done programs that in some cases have been subscribed fairly quickly. We've done programs throughout the pandemic where the program hasn't been subscribed fully. So we're looking at a future that will bob and weave as to what the businesses out there say they need. Yeah, John.
Do you have an aspiration as to sort of the aggregate goal of number of jobs you want to save at this point? And I guess the other side of that is there money being set aside for really small businesses? Is there going to be some?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say because I think the future is going to look different for every business. Some businesses will have more employees. Some will have less. Obviously, the idea would be that everybody who wants a job has an opportunity to get a good job. And we were fairly close to that with the unemployment rate in Pennsylvania. The hope is that we move as quickly as possible back toward that, whatever structural unemployment or frictional unemployment, whatever that rate actually is in Pennsylvania. I'd like to get back there as quickly as possible. Obviously, that relies on the entrepreneurship and innovation of businesses, but I'm hoping that this helps. Yes?
Yeah, sorry to be a little off topic here, but with the school closures ending pretty soon now.
July 1st.
How close are you to guidelines for return to high school sports, and what's the sort of parameters?
Right.
Who's involved in that discussion, and what are the sort of the parameters of that discussion? The guidelines should be out tomorrow or Wednesday for sports.
And we are dealing with two levels: the sports within intramural sports within the schools, and then the PIAA, and we're working with them. So the guidelines for both should be out within the next day or two. Yes.
Yeah, I have a question on the police reform issue. So members of the Minneapolis City Council have said they'll defund and disband that city's police department. Would you support looking at disbanding local police departments in Pennsylvania?
I saw that. I don't understand how you do that, so I have to learn more about that. I saw that Minneapolis is, I thought they were just considering that. And when they talk about defunding, that's different than just shutting it down. So I don't know what that means. I don't even know how you do that.
Is that something you would consider looking at or studying?
I'll look at all kinds of things, but it's one thing to say I'll look at it, and another thing to say whether I support it. I just don't know what they're talking about.
Would you consider like diverting some of the funding from the state police for other priorities?
I don't think we spend a whole lot on the state police. I think I'm not sure this is a zero-sum game. I am for spending a lot more money on education, more money on the things that actually get to the heart of the quality of life for folks. I'm not sure that involves reducing anybody else's slice of the pie. Yes?
Barbara, go ahead. Sorry, you had your hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Governor, how concerned are you that there might be a fair percentage of businesses that can't make it or survive going forward, and the impact this program could have?
Yeah, I think that's a legitimate concern. There is a constant turnover of businesses who come into business and go out of business. I was in a business where we would actually have to shut down with bad weather in residential construction, usually in the wintertime. But I don't think any business has ever faced the extended shutdown that we've had during this pandemic. So I know even in a week's time, that creates all kinds of dislocation. So I'm absolutely confident that the shutdown that this virus has forced upon us has had a terrible negative effect on a lot of businesses. So it'll remain to be seen how many can bounce back from that. Again, with the CARES Act dollars, with what we're trying to do here in Pennsylvania, the hope is that we can provide the liquidity that businesses will have needed to get through this.
Just while we have you, Governor, the House Democrats seem to have taken over the rostrum in the chamber and are refusing to let session begin until meaningful police reform bills are taken up and passed. Just your reaction to that happening right now at the Capitol?
Yeah, I think that's the Legislative Black Caucus that is sponsoring that. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay with that, obviously?
Sorry?
You said there's no problem on your end? With
no problem. No, I support what they're doing.
Then you answered the question.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, if you're talking about reopening at this point and planning for the reopening,
right,
that kind of kicks into, assumes that we don't have to reverse course and shut things down.
Right.
But in some of the rural parts of the state, since we've begun to reopen, it does seem like there's some uptick in cases. What have you been told that kind of assures you that things are going fine?
There are two counties that we have our eye on, but they're not, I wouldn't say rural counties. Secretary Levine is going to be having her press conference, I think, at 3:30 today, so you can ask her that question. She can give you a lot more informed answer than I can. But I don't think I know of any rural counties that are actually being...
I know North Central Pennsylvania, there's some of the counties. Obviously, when you're talking rural counties, the numbers, the percentage number, if you add 15, it doubles it, but
yeah,
still a change.
I'm just not worried. I reserve that question for Secretary Levine. Yes?
I know a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, are concerned if there is a possible resurgence in the fall, if they're going to be forced to shut down again. When we were here with you a few weeks ago, you said the goal would not to not do that.
Not do that, right. I think keep in mind why we did what we did. We were trying to buy time because we just did not want our healthcare system to be overwhelmed. We didn't have the testing. We didn't have the protective equipment for frontline workers. We're not in that same situation now, so we have bought time. And there are clear, consequences to actually shutting down the economy. And to the extent we can avoid doing that, to the extent we can use things like contact tracing, more robust testing, I don't think by the fall we'll have a vaccine, but we will do everything in our power to figure out how we coexist with this new post-infectious world that we're in with viruses like the coronavirus, and still lead lives that allow us to go to school, to go to buy something, to go to work.
Governor, have you kind of gone away from that one metric that so much was made of 50 cases per 100,000 and looking at the dashboard of criteria?
Yeah, we have. And I think I explained this last time. We didn't have a whole lot of data, and we were flying into very new territory, new airspace. I hate analogies, metaphors, but anyway. And so we were doing the best we could. We've learned a lot, and I think the metrics we're using now are more sophisticated. So the only thing I can guarantee to you is, yeah, we have moved beyond single metrics like that into a much more sophisticated world over the last 2 months. 2 months from now, our metrics, I hope, will be even more sophisticated than they are now. Yeah.
Governor, what's your best advice to Pennsylvanians on finding mutual understanding on the issues of race relations going forward?
I think we have to start by making sure that we're not in denial, that we've got to recognize that there are two Pennsylvanias out there. When you look at the criminal justice system, there are two Pennsylvanias. There's one Pennsylvania for if you're white and one if you're not. If you look at the prison system, there are two Pennsylvanias. If you look at the employment situation, unemployment rate, look at health care, there are two Pennsylvanias. So I think we need to get out of denial and recognize that we have a problem here. And it's a problem that obviously affects people of color, but it affects all the rest of us because it says something about the society and the political system and the economy that we operate in, that it's not operating on all cylinders. Unless everybody is afforded an equal opportunity, then our system is not working right. So we all have a self-interest, a vested interest in making this as fair a society as we can make it. We're not there yet. Jan.
Just one off topic again. I was just wondering, clearly your decision to move to the cap and trade, the RGGI program didn't sit well with the legislature. Now tomorrow the House Environmental Resources and Energy Committee is going to take up legislation that would require you to get legislative authority before entering into such a program. If that bill would land on your desk, what would be its fate?
I'll veto it. I have legislative authority through the 20-year-old Clean Air Act that the legislature passed. And RGGI is actually a very business approach to solving this problem. It's basically saying, let's put a price on this externality, and that price will be included in the cost of whatever comes out of that. And so I think this is actually a very reasonable free market solution to the issue of climate change, and I think it's one that Pennsylvania should put into place.
You are still pursuing that?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Follow up on that, actually. A lot of plant workers at coal and natural gas plants have expressed significant reservations about what the RGGI proposal would mean for their livelihoods. Is your administration going to take any action to aid those workers if their plants would close as a result? I
think we ought to. Dislocation happens for lots of different reasons. This would be one, and I think it's one of the roles of state government should be to make sure that those transitions are as easy and painless as possible. That includes education, it includes unemployment compensation, unemployment insurance, things that we are doing, and maybe things that we could do better. But I think when I was in business, when we would adopt a new technology or move forward, the goal as CEO for me was to make sure that my employees had a vested interest in technological improvement. To the extent that became a zero-sum game, the company did not, that was not a good thing for the company. And to the extent something that's good, like addressing the problem, the challenge of climate change, to the extent we are kept from doing that because the self-interest, perceived self-interest of the worker, or the real self-interest of the worker in the short run is not seen as in line with that, then that's a problem. It's a problem for all of us. We all of us, need to address the problem of climate change. Anything else? Yes?
Can you say anything else for the historically disadvantaged businesses? Like what the criteria will be to qualify for that?
No, but I can get you the specific information on that. All right. When I say Lindsay will get that for you. Anything else? Yes.
Governor, you had, I believe on social media said earlier today that masks are required. Previously you said they're recommended. Is there a difference in the guidance on masks going forward for entering a business?
They're not required. Let me make sure I say this right because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not sure. Whether they're required or not, though, let me just put a plug in for wearing masks. The mask protects other people. Obviously, if you're yelling, I think we're learning more about that. They're less effective, but in just general conversation, if you're in a room with somebody else or you're close to somebody else, you actually are doing them a favor by wearing a mask. So we'll find out what the legality is, but we really ought to be wearing masks, and stores should be requiring that of their customers. They can do that with shirts and shoes. They should certainly be able to do it with masks to try to keep their other customers safe. Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
There you go. The last question, are masks required? No, they're not legally required. And he made his little slip, and then he turned it into a plug. You should wear a mask if you're close to somebody, but if you're yelling, they don't work. And Governor, there is no law requiring everybody to wear a mask. It is not a legal issue. It is not a law. A store may request that you wear a mask. And then you may shop somewhere else for whatever that supply is. Now, in a close, confined area, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. But I've been to establishments where you get to the door, you wear a mask, sit down, take the mask off, order, and then you don't wear the mask again. Well, if you're at 25% capacity, and there's nobody else in, 50% capacity, there's nobody else in the place, that's just stupid. Period. End. We'll be right back.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Well, we're back. And with the mask thing, please, let's be safe. If you know you're going to be in a crowd situation, yeah. But please, for God's sake, if you're sitting in your car by yourself, you're sitting on a lawn chair in the park, it might be good to stop the pollen. But this mask thing, way out of bounds. And Governor Wolf knows it. He's pandering. And not right. Make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that Nctv45's available anytime on your time. Always. Always. In the commitment of excellence, in search of the commitment of excellence. Here for you, it's Nctv45. Yes, anytime on your time. Now, as we leave you with this Newswatch Midday, I always like to leave you with a little song of the day. And this being no different, as we sail through and just absolute beautiful weather out there. If you got a chance to get outside, please do it. You'll absolutely, positively enjoy it. Here you go. The way you look. You know what? I think I did that. You're all I ever need. There's something a little bit different. And make sure that you get that second glass iced tea or lemonade and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.
And I knew you're all